In a stunning display of precision and power, India struck deep into the heart of terror networks in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And leading the nation's voice in this moment of resolve, two women warriors, Colonel Sophia Qureshi and Wing Commander Vyomika Singh, decorated officers, battlefield leaders, and now the public face of India's powerful strike back, Operation Sindoor. At just 35, Colonel Sophia Qureshi commands not just ranks but history. A Corps of Signals officer, she became the first woman in Indian Army history to lead a multinational army contingent during Exercise Force 18, India's largest foreign military exercise. She served in the UN peacekeeping mission in Congo, led mine action teams and stood out among global counterparts. Colonel Kureshi hails from Gujarat, a biochemistry postgraduate who joined the Officers Training Academy, Chennai, in 1999. Military service runs in her blood. Her grandfather served in the army and her husband is in the mechanized infantry. Now, in Operation Sindoor, Colonel Kureshi stood firm, revealing how suicide bombers were being ready at Lashkar-e-Toiba's facilities. A mission, she said, aimed to prevent a larger tragedy. Her message was clear: Pakistan's misadventures will escalate the situation, but India is ready.
6 से 7 मई 2025 की रात 1:05 से 1:30 बजे के बीच ऑपरेशन सिंदूर 22 अप्रैल को पहलगाम में हुए विभत्स आतंकवादी हमले के शिकार मासूम नागरिकों व उनके परिवारों को न्याय देने के लिए लॉन्च किया गया था। इस कार्रवाई में 9 टेररिस्ट कैंप्स को टारगेट किया गया और पूरी तरह से इसे बर्बाद किया गया। महमूना जाया कैंप सियालकोट, यह 18 से 12 किलोमीटर आईबी से दूर था। हिजबुल मुजाहिदीन का बहुत बड़ा कैंप था। ये कठुआ जम्मू क्षेत्र में आतंक फैलाने का नियंत्रण केंद्र था। पठानकोट एयरफोर्स बेस पर किया गया हमला भी इसी कैंप से प्लान और डायरेक्ट किया गया था।
Vyomika's journey started in the National Cadet Corps while she was still an engineering student, and with a dream that matched her name, Vyomika, daughter of the sky, she became the first in her family to join the armed forces, choosing the cockpit of a helicopter over an ordinary life. Across the skies, Wing Commander Vyomika Singh has flown over 2,500 hours, piloting Chetak and Cheetah helicopters across the roughest terrains. From Kashmir's conflict zones to northeast India's defense frontiers, in 2021 she scaled Mount Manirang at 21,650 feet, part of an all-woman tri-services team that broke new ground for the IAF. Together, these two officers stood before the nation revealing that 21 terror camps had been identified. 9 were struck in just 25 minutes. Pakistan has systematically built these terror structures, said Wing Commander Singh, while Colonel Kureshi reminded the world that terrorists have no place to hide.
Over the last 3 decades, Pakistan has systematically built terror infrastructure. It is a complex web of recruitment and indoctrination centers, training areas for initial and refresher courses, and launch pads for handlers. These camps are located both in Pakistan as well as Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir areas. Some of the well-known training camps are located, as you can see on the screen. The selection of these targets for Operation Sindoor was based on credible intelligence inputs and role of these facilities in perpetrating the terror activities. The locations were so selected to avoid damage to civilian infrastructures and loss of any civilian lives.
In a world watching with bated breath, India's response wasn't just military, it was also a statement.